Welcome in to the Ravens Rundown, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Happy to have you with us as we react to the Ravens' 24-17 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. A heartbreaker that came right down to the very end, and the Ravens season is officially over. Tyler Huntley, he went 17 of 29 through the air, 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. J.K. Dobbins with 13 carries for 62 rushing yards. And you also factor in what Gus Edwards did on the ground with 12 carries for 39 yards. Demarcus Robinson had 2 catches for 49 yards. And Mark Andrews also had 5 catches for 73 yards. The Ravens offense, I think, was more effective than people expected that it would be today. The Ravens offense made some big plays. We saw some huge passes from Tyler Huntley in this game. And on the defensive side of the ball, Joe Burrow was held to 209 yards passing, just 1 touchdown. Joe Mixon held to 39 rushing yards. Jamar Chase with 9 receptions for 84 yards and a touchdown. To basically kind of wrap this all up, if you did not watch this game, here's what I would say. The Ravens made the necessary plays they needed to offensively, but mistakes got in their way. And then the defense never gave up the big play all night. Roquan Smith, Marcus Williams and company, they did what they needed to do. They didn't let the Bengals beat them deep all night. They gave them a shot to win this game. But ultimately, I think we're all going to be losing sleep at night about what happened late in this football game when the Ravens were at the 1-yard line, had a chance there late, and fumbled the football, and it turned into a 98-yard score the other direction, gave the Bengals the lead, and ultimately the Ravens lose 24-17. A 14-point swing. That's what's going to hurt. I hate it, but that's what happened. So what's your one-word reaction to describe the Ravens 2022 season? Look, I think all of us can say this was a good football team. They had a chance, if they were healthy, to make a run. But this team, as was the case last year, was not healthy. Things did not go in their direction. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. Give me your one word in the comment section. My one word would be, ugh. Let me know in the comment section what your one word is. Let's start with Tyler Huntley. I got to say, Tyler Huntley gave it his all tonight. I was very impressed with Tyler Huntley despite the loss. 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. This guy made some plays, and he was effective with the deep ball, I think, when we didn't expect it to. You had that huge touchdown pass to Demarcus Robinson. We saw some other big plays that Tyler Huntley, coming off of injury, this guy showed up. But he fumbled the football there at the goal line when they should have at least gotten 3 points there. Instead, it was a 14-point swing. That hurt. Tyler Huntley, as well as he played, still was accountable for the biggest mistake in this football game. Then you go to J.K. Dobbins. 13 carries, 62 yards. I liked what I saw from J.K. Dobbins for the most part. I wish they would have used him more. J.K. Dobbins came to life when they were able to bring him back this year from injury. When they did the surgery and when they tightened some things up to make sure he was okay, J.K. Dobbins was a different running back this year. J.K. Dobbins had some things going, and the Bengals could not stop the run tonight. I wish they would have used J.K. more, quite frankly. But J.K. looked really good. Join the channel. Folks, the season may be over, but we're far from over here on the channel. We had a great night, and we're not done. We're going to continue to cover this team each and every day with daily Baltimore Ravens news and rumors. We're going to cover the draft, free agency, trades, and more. Got a lot of unanswered questions about this Ravens team heading into the offseason. We'll do what we can to try to bring some clarity to this team. If you love the Ravens, if you want more Ravens coverage, this is the place to be. Hit that sub button now. We got you covered. Subscribe now here on the Ravens Rundown. Let's talk defense now. Roquan Smith had 8 tackles tonight. Roquan Smith changed this team. When they made that trade to bring Roquan Smith in, and I was so happy when he signed that contract extension this week. Roquan had the 8 tackles, but it didn't tell the full story. Here's the thing. The Bengals scored 24 points. Remember, their offense wasn't responsible for all the 24. You had a defensive touchdown there. What Roquan and this defense did, they kept Cincinnati out of the end zone. And Cincinnati, despite having maybe the most explosive offense in the NFL, with Joe Burrow, with Tyler Boyd, with Jamar Chase, with Joe Mixon and company and all that, this team still wasn't able to push the football downfield. The pass rush was incredible. The coverage that we saw was really good for the most part. The defense did its job tonight. And I got to tell you, Roquan Smith, the future is bright with him leading this defense. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with for years to come. Mark Andrews sat out last week, but tonight he was really good. 5 catches, 73 yards. We talked about in the pregame. I wanted to see more from Mark Andrews. I wanted Mark Andrews to step up to the plate, playoff game, be a dependable guy, and he was the safety net that the Ravens needed with Tyler Huntley and company. Mark Andrews did his job. The Ravens did not lose this game because of Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews was good enough to get the job done, and I got to tell you, Mark Andrews, I know we missed a couple of games this year, but think about the other tight ends in this league. Kelsey and Kittle, they're going to be getting older. Mark Andrews, you could argue, is just now getting into his prime. I got to tell you, the future is bright for this guy. Mark Andrews, we might be talking about in the next year or two, elevating himself to be the very best tight end in the National Football League. He's got that potential. The Bengals get the win 24-17. The Bengals advance. They take on the Bills. The Ravens, their season is done. But even with their season being done, I'll tell you this much. There's still reason to be optimistic. I know this offseason, everybody's kind of on their toes a bit when it comes to Lamar Jackson. But I believe that a deal is going to get done for Lamar. And we have seen time and time again, Lamar deserves to get paid. The Ravens need Lamar to build this thing to keep it going. I think you bring back Lamar, you get him the contract he deserves, you go draft a top receiver in this upcoming draft, and watch out, this team is right there among some of the best in the AFC. So, hard night. This is a game you could have won, but you didn't. You move on. Future's bright in Baltimore. Foundation's there. Let's see if they build upon it. Ravens lose. Offseason begins. Thanks for joining us here on the Ravens Rundown.